Hello and welcome back. We have the amazing Goddess Christine with us today, and she's got some amazing insights, passions, stories, and everything else that she can share with you. But before we go into any formal conversation, Chris, would you please just share with us who you are and what you do and where you are in the world?
Okay, I am Christine Wright, or Goddess Chrissy, or Goddess Christine, however you wish to speak to me. I'm very easy. My business is Empowered Opulence, and I am a empowerment and experiential coach, along with I do soul energetics. So I'm just gaining my exam in soul energetics, so that's another string to the bow, which I'm so super excited about, because again I can bring that into my teachings and my learnings and lessons to others. I am found in UK, so in a place called Warrington, just outside of Manchester, mid Manchester, mid Liverpool. Recently just moved there about 7 days ago, 9 days ago. So yeah, that's who I am. That's where I am. My website is empoweredopulence.com. And yeah, that's pretty much what I do. I do experiential activities on a cellular level, which mean instant change to the people going through them, along with retreats, immersives, one-to-one coaching, all things like that.
Amazing, absolutely amazing. So, Christine, you are joining me live today in this interview because you have not only been nominated, but gone through to the finals for the Business Ascension Awards 2025. Now, we've not had Spiritual Entrepreneur Awards in the UK before. So how did it feel for you when you received that email to say that you'd been nominated?
I'd say fundamentally first, I was like shocked. I was like, really? One, because obviously we don't have anything like this in the UK, but also shocked that I would even be nominated. And I see it as a real honor because it is the first one. And I'm like, really? People see me in that light? And I was like, because I think I've always struggled with my spiritual growth, and that was my own. What shall I say? That was my own shadow self coming in there, going, well, actually, no, you are deserving of this, and you are, spiritual, and you do everything with a pure heart, with love. You all of that. So yeah, I was really quite shocked at first, but then I also thought it's opened doors for me as well. So if it can open doors for me in terms of embracing my spirituality, and I've been put forward for these awards and then been told that I was a finalist, what can it do for others who felt like how I felt? Or, you know, well, if that's how she feels, it's quite normal. So yeah, I just see it as an absolutely gracious thing, and I now graciously receive the energies that people have put in to nominate and to vote. And yeah, I was a bit blown away by it, but then I thought, the bigger picture is this, Christine. It's not about you. It's not about you. It's about the other people that this will touch. It's about the other people that this will ripple onto and be able to come forward and go, yeah, do you know what? I'm not going to hide my gifts, my spirituality anymore. And I think being able to do that and express yourself in such a way, it does open so many doors for you without the fear of judgment, because you're surrounded by like-minded people, and they've got your back. So yeah, it's so first I would say I was initially shocked. What the heck? why have I been nominated? But yeah, graciously received. And then I saw the bigger picture. It's not about you, darling. It's not about you, Chrissy. It's about everybody else that can come in and feel that as well. So
Amazing, because actually I'm gonna challenge this a little bit, because this is about you, Chris. You, so I've not known you that long, but what I have known about you is that you are changing lives and empowering people consistently from all over. And you do it with such grace and such beauty and such connection. And it takes a lot to do that. And I saw the nominations, and you were nominated by quite a few different people. It wasn't just,
I'll be booing.
it wasn't just one. Now, when we think about being nominated, now I've had a recent experience myself where I wasn't going to accept some nominations for different awards because of things that have occurred recently for me online. I didn't feel like I wanted to be in the spotlight a bit. So I wasn't going to accept those nominations. And then I had this wake up call of, actually, those people have gone out of their way to nominate me. Those people have gone out of their way to say, we love you.
Yeah.
And those nominations were actually an act of love. So who the fuck am I to not accept them? But also, I shared a similar view to yourself. It's not about me as a person, it's about the impact that I have in the world, or how I'm choosing to move beyond that and support and empower others. But I also have to take on board, which I'm going to challenge you to do now, is that if you didn't move in the way that you would, if you didn't move and do the things that you do, those people wouldn't be in a position to nominate you or experience you. So if you are sitting there not doing anything, but you're being nominated for not doing anything, then fair enough, I could accept you saying, oh, well, you know, whatever. But you do a lot, and you do a lot for people and the way that you hold them. So I'm going to challenge you to actually accept that it's because of my actions that enable me to facilitate and hold space for others, which have brought these awards in, and that's the impact that you're having. So I want you to take that on board, that you can't be nominated if you're not making an impact. Okay. So we'll leave that there for the waterworks really start. But secondly, you've gone through you've got quite a life journey. Without going into it, people want to discover more about you, they can do, but with the life journey that you've gone on and the support and empowerment that you give to others, I have to say is absolutely commendable, because a lot of people in the world don't have that open heart to say, even though I've gone through this, it's not going to change who I am as a person. In fact, it's going to open me up to be a better person. And that's what I feel from the observations of you, is what you've done. And I share a similar view. I won't let my past become a definition of who I am as a person, but I will use it to support and help others moving forward, because I believe that every experience needs to have a positive for everyone else out there. So I'm waffling now, so I'm going to have to rein it back in. Chris?
Relate and agree to everything you've just said. Yeah, the colourful past that we've had, the lessons along the way, the impact it's had on us as children, as adolescents, as young females, all of that, and then entering into our lovely menopausal state of mind, shall we say. It's all just, I just see it, as painful as it can be sometimes, I'm so grateful of that journey, and I am so proud of my journey, really proud of my journey. And I know that in going through that, I know that lives are being changed and will continue to be changed, and my legacy will be left 100%. 100%.
Absolutely. Absolutely. The legacy you're leaving behind is quite phenomenal because of the ripple effect that it has. So let's tell everyone a little bit more about this event, right? We've got the Business Ascension Symposium and Awards taking place on the 16th of October. And on the 17th of October, we're doing something a little bit more integrative. And as part of that day, which is our mastermind day, we have brought you in, Chrissy. What are you going to be doing?
I am going to do a goddess arrow break. So I will be taking people who are in attendance through the journey of my goddess arrow break. So obviously I work with the goddesses, and the goddess that I work with the arrow is goddess Gaia. So she will be prominent on that day, and I'll be taking people through how to break an arrow. I should have brought one with me actually. It's in the other room. How to break a wooden arrow with the softest part of their throat, which is this bit here. And they just step in. So they're like stepping into their leadership. They're stepping into their power. They're stepping into their beliefs of positivity, of what they can attain and of what they can achieve. But also they could also be stepping in to bust the limiting beliefs that they may have as well. So it's not always about the negative, it's also about celebrating the positive. Because it is in fact a Fijian ritual for young adolescent males, to step into their own power. So yeah, it's a beautiful empowerment technique, because it again, it works on a cellular level. You know, we may have tears, we may have joy, we may have laughter, we may have people dropping to the knees saying like, oh my gosh, I've done this. And we may have people who just do it and sit in quiet reflection, and then 3-4 weeks later down the line they have this like, oh my gosh, this has awakened something in me. So, and you may have some who don't want to do it, and that's okay. There's power in the no. And yeah, it's a beautiful it's a beautiful act, I find.
I mean, I have to admit, like, I've never done this before. I've never done an arrow break or anything. But the thought of going to the softest part of my throat and putting a wooden arrow in there and then having to step into it to snap it kind of feels a little bit painful. So I'm just thinking this is just going to be, and I can't wait to experience it and come back and share it with everybody, like how this is going to plan out. So I'm really excited. I'm so super excited to bring you in and to have you as part of the team for the experiences that we're bringing to the event. So Chrissy, if someone was standing at the sidelines thinking, oh, I don't know if I want to go, but I'm not sure, I feel a little bit apprehensive, what would you say to them?
Like I said before, there is so much power in the word no. So if you're like, no, I'm categorically not doing it, that's okay. Also, if you do step up and you want to have a go, and then you kind of back out a little bit, like, I'm not too sure, I would suggest, right, okay. And this is the beauty of the arrow. You don't always have to put it straight on your throat. And this is a learning. The arrow always gives us a learning. You could just simply place your t-shirt up there so it softens it a little bit. And I find that when we're in life, we always seem to take the hard route.
Yeah.
This is what it can teach us. Why take the hard route when you can actually do something to maybe overcome something a little bit easier? But yeah, and again, if it's the fact that you're on stage and you're doing it, or people are watching, I often encourage people, come to me at the end and we'll do a private little one, just you and I, and I'll coach you through it. And it's just really, it's really the self-belief, it's because what it does do is it opens up your throat chakra. It allows that throat chakra to be opened up incredibly. And I'm sat here playing with my throat because and I would suggest, if it's something that really concerns you, just sit and just manipulate your throat and just put your finger right in as far as it will go. And that is as uncomfortable as it gets. And I
Yeah.
get that people may have trauma around this area.
Yeah.
But I've actually worked with women who have had this, and men who've had this trauma, and they've gone ahead, broken it, and that is it. It's like, oh my gosh, I would never have imagined in my life being able to do something like that because of the history behind this bit for them. So yeah,
Indeed, indeed, indeed. So for those that are coming to the Arrow Break, they're only part of the mastermind, the VIP upgrade. They're not part of the fuller event. But for the fuller event, and for those that are thinking, oh, spiritual entrepreneur symposium, spiritual people in a room, all talking business, what the hell's that all about? What would you say to them if they were if they were hesitant about coming along to the event in general?
well, first and foremost, I'd be like, just get yourself in the room because it's the first of many, I believe. I 100% believe it's the first of many. And it is the start of a movement. And there's so much business that can be done in a room where it is awards or where it's ceremonial or whatever, where fun happens, business grows 100%. 100%. So I think if they're still on there like, oh, I'm not sure if it's for me, I'm like, do you know what? If you want to grow your business, if you want to be seen in that spiritual realm, in that spiritual spotlight, and be leaders of movements and even just anchoring other people in that situation, there's so much fun to be had. That's exactly all I'm seeing. It's fun to be had. There's business to be made. There's collaborations that could be made. There's support. There's love. There's fun. There's entertainment. All of that. And there's true heart leadership in there. Why would you not want to go?
I love that. Thank you so much for sharing that, Chrissy.
Why would you not?
It's just I know I'm going to be there. I definitely want to be in the room. That's just it, you know. I'm happy to be in a room where spiritual entrepreneurs actually convene, because it's not a space that we get often in the business world. So I'm really quite excited to bring this vision alive. Chrissy, where can people find you if they're not coming along to the event, but they might want to check you out and, you know, maybe come and experience working with you, or maybe even try one of your Arrow Break events or retreats or something? Where would they find you?
I'm very active on Facebook, and that's under Christine Wright. I'm also on LinkedIn as Christine Wright. My website is www.empoweredopulence.com, and I am also on Instagram. And I'm like, oh my God, what's my Instagram handle? I think it's Hestia75 or something, because that's another goddess that I work with. But if they go through to my Facebook, they'll see me on there. So yeah.
Amazing, amazing. Go check her out. Go and find her. She is one of the most beautiful souls. I have to admit, so many amazing, beautiful souls as part of this event. And I'm so honoured and grateful to have you all join me in this. I'm calling it the experiment, because the first one's always the experiment one.
Sorry.
Sorry.
It's a bloody movement, Vicky.
It is indeed. It is. So thank you so much for joining me, Chrissy. And for anyone who is listening in thinking, oh, this is an event I really want to be part of moving forward, go and check out the links around the video. And more importantly, just get yourself in the damn rooms that you know that your heart needs. Your heart and soul is screaming for. So just go and do it. Sending you all lots of love. Thank you for joining us. Thank you, Chrissy. I'll see you all soon.
Thank you, darling. It's been a pleasure. Thank you.